Thursday, May 23rd. I'm the Prez, Teddy Covers, SportsMemo.com, and Dave Cokin, WagerTalk.com joining us. Red card in effect. Teddy is on the show, 3 of these, and you have to shut up for the rest of the show and stick your finger up your nose.
See, the problem is there's a short MLB card today, so there's not enough games for me to get 3 red cards to get tossed off. So I say 2 for today so I can get out of here fast.
No, we're going to stick with the 3. I think you could do a 3, but you can't leave. You just have to sit there with your finger up your nose.
That's what I'm doing the whole show anyway, Prez.
No, that's not your nose.
Dave Cokin, how the hell are you, brother?
Good. I celebrated your birthday with a prime bone-in ribeye and I will get some lobster tonight to celebrate your birthday again.
Oh,
Any excuse for a good meal.
Aren't you the best? Where did you go?
I went to one of my favorite steakhouses last night, and I will go to one of my favorite fish houses tonight. But since they're not paying me to endorse them, I won't.
You won't mention them. Okay.
No.
Fair enough.
The one restaurant, I didn't go there last night, but the one restaurant I'll always mention is Joe's Seafood Prime Steak and Stone Crab because they sponsor the radio show, and therefore I will always talk them up, and they're worth talking up. If you have one in your city, go. It is phenomenal.
Well, I went for dinner last night for my 50th. I went to Akira Back. That's the name of the chef. He's a Michelin chef. He owns Yellowtail in the Bellagio and some other name in Mandalay Bay. It was an amazing meal. And Teddy wasn't there, which just made it so much better. Everything tastes better when Teddy's not around.
That's what my wife says, too.
Yeah, no doubt, Theodore, no doubt. Only 2 games on tap today. We'll take them both apart. Before we get into that, let's talk a little bit about what's going on at WagerTalk.com. No puck time today. We do have a puck time tomorrow with Alex, Andrew, Carm, and myself. We're going to do a Stanley Cup final preview show. Morning Joe today with Ralph Michaels. He talked a little bit of NBA, and maybe if Teddy lasts through the red card ban, maybe we'll talk a teeny bit of NBA today on First Pitch. And guys are just rolling, absolutely rolling right now at WagerTalk.com. Marco D'Angelo, 7 straight winners in baseball, and that's nothing. Tony's at 8 straight winners in baseball and on a 17-2 run. Oskim has a 5% play in the NBA tonight. So lots going on. Please head over to WagerTalk.com and check it out. Teddy, what do you think of the series finale of Game of Thrones?
I didn't see it.
Red card.
Why?
Why would you not see it?
You're joking, right?
No, I love when you get angry that I have time to watch TV and you don't. So please.
No, that's not.
Yeah.
That's not. I'm gonna jump in and say that it has. I'll bet it has nothing to do with that. We've all got time to watch something on TV. I've never watched Game of Thrones, and for me, it's very easy. I don't like science fiction at all. Anything related to science fiction. I mean, I saw the first Star Wars. I didn't like that, and I never saw any of the sequels or prequels or whatever they were. And Game of Thrones falls into that realm, and I had no interest in it.
So, Dave, let me
knocking anybody who does.
Let me respond to that quickly. I hate sci-fi. I don't like the Star Wars movies. I don't like Star Trek. I don't like any of that stuff. Game of Thrones is the best show ever made. It is in the world of sci-fi. But it's not like anything you've ever seen before. Teddy.
Well, neither was Mr. Ed, but that doesn't mean it was the best show ever made. Never saw anything like that before, and I've never seen anything like it since.
Yeah.
Talking Horse. Amazing.
Oh, best show ever. Casper the Friendly Ghost. Teddy, lean over, dude. I think it might almost be time for a yarmulke. Whoa, Teddy! There's a little bit of thinning going on.
Oh, settle down, Beavis. I'll have a full head of hair till I'm dead.
Okay, butthead. Shall we get in? Shall we get into the games?
Oh
Yeah.
no! Let's try to let's spend more time talking about things that not a single listener cares about.
I do want to talk, and I really want to talk about one of the pitchers going tonight, because this is one of those short scheduled days where I really get to put on my seam head nerd cap, if you will, and get into a pitcher who I think is really interesting.
Okay, well, let's get to it. There's only 2 games to discuss today. Tampa Bay versus Cleveland. Cleveland, 2 games over 500, but over 6 units in the negative if you bet them on the money line all year. And Tampa Bay, as we discussed, a mediocre money line bet, but really killing it on the run line, up 9 units for their customers. Teddy, I'll go to you first. Cleveland is anywhere around, give or take, plus 110. The over and under is 9.5 in this game. Tampa Bay off of a win. Cleveland 3 losses in a row. It's Plutko versus Yarbrough. The rhyming pitchers. It looks like Plutko's only going to be an opener today. Theodore, I hand it to you, my friend.
No, Plutko. No,
that's Yarbrough. That's the opener.
Okay.
Not Plutko.
Well, I don't know if that's going to be the case, because Yarbrough generally doesn't open. He's the one who follows the opener. So I'm really not sure what Tampa's doing here.
Yeah, well,
what Tampa's doing is they're giving Snell an extra day.
Well, that part I understand, but I don't know if Yarbrough is actually going to start this game or not.
Okay.
They have him listed right now, but obviously when it's a bullpen game, I do not list pitchers. Do you list pitchers every day, Dave?
No.
Me neither. And in general, I have no hesitation to say, this is the game. Here's the line. Lock it in, whatever. And then if it's a pitching change, it's a pitching change. But Yarbrough was announced this morning, so we'll see if he goes. But Cleveland hadn't been swept at home in 2 years prior to their series against the A's. So it's not a team that has a whole lot of history in these type of situations. All that being said, Plutko was decent for them last year. He really was. He tired down the stretch, and he had a bad September, and those affected his season-long numbers, but they won for him consistently. He's coming off 6 innings of one-hit ball in his 2019 debut, and it's not like Cleveland is hopeless offensively right now. Kipnis is hitting. Santana's hitting. Somebody else is on a little bit of a tear, right? I'm sorry?
Lindor.
Yeah, Lindor's hitting, absolutely.
Well, he's always hitting.
They scored 9 runs in 3 games against Oakland. That's not a long-term problem for Cleveland. And frankly, in this price range, I like the spot for the Indians a lot more than I do for the Rays.
Mr. Cokin?
Here's the issue I've got with the Indians. It's the way they've got their lineup constructed, and they're just doing some really weird shit. Today's Thursday, okay? Tuesday, Carlos Gonzalez was their cleanup hitter. And they DFA'd him on Wednesday. and put Jake Bowers, who's a bad contact guy, in the 4 spot. I know Bowers hit a home run late last night, but I don't know what Francona is doing with the lineup construction there. Bowers isn't a cleanup hitter, okay? You want to hit Lindor first, that's fine, and put Santana in the 2-hole. The 2-hole should be your best hitter. So, and actually, with Santana's ability to draw walks, I'd have Santana in the leadoff spot. So, all right, he's not going to steal any bases, but who cares? He's a really good on-base percentage guy. Then put your best hitter in the 2 spot, and then see what happens after that. There's not a lot I like about this Cleveland team right now. I think they're screwed up. The Rays, the bummer here is I don't know if Yandy Diaz will be playing tonight or not today. And I'd really like to see Diaz in the lineup against a team that generally they just didn't give him a chance to play, and he's had a really good year about the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays offense might be backing up a bit right now, though, which I don't think is unrealistic. Teddy, I think the Rays offense has been a little bit over its head early, don't you?
Yeah, although they had another big game yesterday.
Yeah.
Although off the big game in a big series and then a travel spot, you don't love them today. I really don't. And then especially with note, we're talking about the 2 night games, but this night game is starting early. It's starting an hour earlier. So even with the abbreviated card on Thursday, it's off a big win with travel with a lineup that we don't trust.
Boys, 9.5 seems a bit high to me in this game. Even with Tampa Bay's 8 spot last night, it went under 9.5. Cleveland's not hitting a ton, 2-3-4 against Oakland. Teddy, what do you think here? I mean, I actually like the under.
Yeah, the wind's blowing out. Supposed to be a warm night in Cleveland, so the weather conditions aren't ideal for an under bet. But certainly from a situational matchup, look, the markets don't trust Flutko, and that's why this is a 9.5 instead of a 9. Flat out. He's coming off a good effort, and he's not someone I'm in any rush to fade today either.
He's Teddy Covers. I'm the Prez, Dave Cokin. All of us found at WagerTalk.com. Teddy found at both WagerTalk.com and SportsMemo.com. Teddy, we're going to play the WSOP Seniors event together. Like literally, like you're going to sit on my lap.
No, we're not. But we'll be playing it at the same time. My goal is never to see you once over the course of the tournament. Yes.
Oh, Teddy, I'm going to flex for you.
Uh-huh. Well, I mean, during a break, I can see you, but I don't want to be sitting at the same table with you, Lawrence, because it'll be embarrassing for you. I don't want to embarrass you.
Well, you're so kind. Dave, you don't play any poker, do you?
No, it bores the hell out of me. It's all math and position, and I don't know. I just get bored with it.
Yeah, talking about boring the hell out of me. I host First Pitch every single day, and I bet on baseball every single night. I cannot get through a baseball game. I mean,
Well, it's a cerebral game, and some of us have limitations as far as that goes.
Yeah, good one, Dave. Good one. I love the whole cerebral
today, man.
I love the whole cerebral game. It is probably the game least relevant to the coach out of any sport I could think of. In other words, all of us could manage a baseball team.
No.
You're wrong.
I am never wrong, Theodore.
Where's my red card?
Oh,
you're wrong.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this next game.
Chicago White Sox against Houston.
All morning wanting to talk about this specific game.
Okay, Dave, Dave.
Yes.
I'm going to lead into you, baby.
That's why they're watching. They don't give a shit about this other stuff, okay? So let's go.
Houston lost 9-4 last night against the White Sox. Still a mighty team, maybe the best team in all of baseball, but yeah, they lost, and they were, I think, -3 something. Tonight they're -200, give or take. 9 is the over. Dave, you're chopping at the bit.
Yeah.
So go.
So, all right. So this is kind of like a final exam of sorts for Lucas Giolito. Mm-hmm. So this is going to take a couple minutes. So, and I'm not just randomly thinking here. So this is pretty good. The reason I love the NFL draft is that you get really a great variance of opinions from the people who are on TV analyzing the draft. Same thing with the NBA draft. The MLB draft is the absolute worst thing in the world to watch on MLB Network. It is brutal because every draft pick is a good pick who's got a chance to be a Hall of Famer. They stink. The cool thing about the MLB draft, if you follow scouts and sites that really devote themselves to breaking out prospects, is there you get a lot of divided opinion. And of the guys over the last few years, one of the guys who's had the most sharply divided opinion was Lucas Giolito, first-round draft choice a few years ago. All the MLB Network guys, he's going to be great. The school of thought among a lot of people who follow the game, and I will put myself on this side, was he doesn't have a plus pitch, and he's probably going to be more of a bullpen guy than a starting pitcher. And it looked like that was going to be the case coming into this season. But something has taken place with Giolito. And precisely what it is he completely discarded what was an absolute garbage sinker ball. It was a bad pitch that got clobbered on a regular basis. And now he's featuring an okay four-seam fastball. It's not a dominant pitch, but it's okay. Slider and a real good changeup, especially the changeup. And all of a sudden, Giolito has taken off, and he is pitching some fantastic ball for the White Sox. Now he gets to face what, in a sense, Teddy, it's a final exam. He's facing one of the best lineups in baseball, maybe a little bit short-handed tonight. The Astros have no day off this week, and they've got the Red Sox coming to town this weekend. So they might give somebody a little rest. Springer's a little dinged up. I'm really anxious to watch and see what Giolito does against the first-rate offense. I think he's got a chance here. And the flip side of it, by the way, is Corbin Martin's a good young prospect for the Astros, but he's basically their number 5 starter right now and did not fare well in his start at Fenway Park. And this White Sox lineup is surprising. The team is only 4 games under 500. I think they're one of the surprising teams in baseball so far. I think they're a live dog in this one.
Dave, just so you know, Lucas is going to throw the ball monotonously every 45 seconds, about 100 times. That's what he's going to do tonight.
He throws it 100 times, and the White Sox are probably going to win the game.
Yeah. But that's ultimately what he's going to do. And then, another guy's going to stand there and, try to hit the ball. And sometimes they will and sometimes they won't. And
yeah, I know. Like I said, it's a cerebral game.
Yeah. I appreciate you use the term game.
You're talking to me about baseball being boring, and you watch the show with a bunch of shit that doesn't exist and say it's the greatest show of all time. I'll go with the baseball, I'll tell you the truth.
Okay, fair enough, brother. And
yes, it is.
Where's his red card? I would have gotten a red card for that.
Dave, you get a red card for insulting Game of Thrones. I do appreciate
I got a red card just for saying I didn't watch it.
Oh, shut up.
I did.
Teddy? I'm glad you refer to baseball as a game, though, Dave. That we definitely agree with.
It is a game.
Yeah, it is not a sport. It is a game, and there's nothing wrong with that. Games are great.
I mean, it's not a sport.
It's a game. It's
like not a sport.
Bowling, billiards, darts. Everybody defines sport differently, but my attitude is if you can have a cigarette and eat a pizza while actually standing in right field, it sure as hell can't be a sport. Teddy, what do you like in this game?
So the baffling thing to me, okay, because first pitch, correct me if I'm wrong, this is your idea of a show, right?
Yeah, I love the game of baseball.
You love the game of baseball, which
Very
is why
cerebral.
It's why you spend the entire show ripping it and say you can't watch a game and you're bored as hell. And that's supposed to do what for our viewing and listening audiences?
Dude, let me explain something to you.
Oh, God, no.
Okay? I buy stocks. I just bought a lot of stock in Score. I bought it at 36 cents. It's now at 38.
Nice.
I don't watch the stock go up and down and up and down. I find staring at a stock screen pretty damn boring. I also bought about $100,000 worth of platinum about a month ago. I don't watch platinum. It just sits there. It's actually in my safety deposit box like this big. I never visit it. I never see it. All because I find something boring and unwatchable doesn't mean I don't bet on it. Doesn't mean I don't make money on it. Doesn't mean I'm not interested in it.
It also doesn't mean it's boring to a lot of people. Look, day trading, which I don't do because I don't understand. I don't have it. It's basically watching a screen all day. But for the people who are successful with day trading, they don't find it boring.
Hey,
they find
Dave,
it really exciting.
Dave, okay. I get it, man. I'm only giving you my opinion. I understand that the masses like baseball. I also understand they drink a lot of Coke, eat a lot of McDonald's, listen to Drake and Justin Bieber. When the hell have the masses ever been right? Teddy.
Yes, Lawrence.
I love you, bro.
So let's tell our audience how much you dislike baseball.
I don't dislike it at all. I find it boring. That's it. Yeah. I have
it on. By the way, there's
what? I want to show you guys something.
No, stop.
My TV is moving. I'm moving with my TV. I want to show you all something. This is my living room. See there? See? What do you see, Teddy?
A bunch of wires and stuff that's not put in right.
There, that is a television set right there.
Oh, you have a television
And that is a television set right there.
Okay.
So this TV set has the baseball games on, and
Right.
this TV set has actual television on. So I do
Okay.
have the baseball games on. By the way, this right here, my new Peter Lick piece. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh God.
Anyway.
I guess I should have just answered his question about the White Sox and the Astros, and we could have been out of here already.
Yeah, your
But
fault.
instead, we got a tour of Prez's house. Thank you. But there's one big difference, okay? The platinum, the supposedly $100,000 of platinum you have in your
Supposedly, because I'm
supposedly,
lying.
Exactly. Okay, if you watch that platinum for a month, it's not going to help you with future platinum decisions. If you watch baseball every night, guess what? You learn something about the teams. You learn something about the pitchers.
So we've already established
what you do.
We've already established that the Prez has a team of handicappers that work for him, and they actually do the baseball.
Right, they're the ones that are watching the
I
games.
make
and
no bones
ones that
about it,
stick
bro.
their ass.
I make no bones about it. Dave, me, and Brian spoke about this on Friday. I'm not embarrassed by it. I'm proud of it. I found guys who are better at baseball than I am. I have a company to run. God, I have to talk to you later today about a radio show. Like, shit, man. I got things to do.
You got to talk to me?
Yeah, probably. I'm waiting. Maybe not. You know what? I'm going to avoid talking to you.
Yeah.
you.
Let's save it.
Okay, are you going to give us your opinion on Lucas versus Corbin?
So one thing that Mr. Cokin said stood out to me big time. He's talking about, hey, guess what? This White Sox lineup was hitting last night. And, they've got some young – I mean, when Chicago was, in theory, one of these young up-and-coming teams coming in, and the pitching wasn't there, and they had, not a great start. They're playing better, and the guys like Jimenez and 3 home runs last night, the can't-miss prospects are starting to hit. That means the White Sox do have bet-on potential moving forward. And tonight, I certainly agree with Cokin's assessment. This is Giolito's final exam. And it's not easy to bet against the Astros, and it's not easy to bet against the Astros off a loss. But I would be shocked if the White Sox make it 2 in a row.
He's Teddy. I'm the Prez. Dave Cokin, my co-host every day on First Pitch, just sitting there shaking his head, as everybody does when Teddy and I are together.
No, I'm...
No.
I just enjoyed this. I got to talk about Lucas Giolito. I got to rip MLB Network for being pussies when it comes to giving opinions on prospects. And, this and Teddy and myself completely overwhelmed you on that TV show.
Boom! Booyah! Who's going to the gym today?
Papa.
Who's going to the gym today out of the 3 of us?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Who's going to the gym today?
The gym? The closest I come to going to the gym is I drive by one on my way to the coffee shop before the radio show.
Yeah. I'll put my cigarette out in front of it.
Teddy's the guy that smokes on the treadmill. A balanced life. Boys, great show.
Goodbye.
Dave, we'll see you tomorrow with Brian Leonard. We're out. Take care, everyone.
See ya.